Hi, everyone. This is Tammy Cho, tuning in here from Pat to the Heart. And today I want to dive into this topic, right? Because I hear it all the time where someone creates that goal at the beginning of the year, and oftentimes, like, they're writing it on the piece of paper, it looks all good and things like that. You have this momentary excitement. Oh, this makes so much sense. I'm going to do all these things, right? And then you fall out of connection with it, or it might just happen right at that moment, right, where you're writing the goals, right, and a part of you, right, still feels disconnected from it. And this is a big deter for people, because what people do, instead of listening to this inkling, right, this missing piece, like something feels off about it, right, but they're not necessarily turning inward to look at it, right. And so we move forward in the year. Yes, you could do it. You're that, impact driven high achiever, right, and you go about and you push yourself through it, right, you do all the things, you put positive thinking in there, right. And oftentimes, what happens is that we end up like retracting, right? We end up, spinning our wheels, right? Going into old patterns around things because we're not actually connected to it. And so, this is a symptom of creating your goals from the mind space and what makes sense, and what, your coach has guided you through the process and has written out. You have these things written out, the plan according to their strategy and actions and things like that, right? But you haven't necessarily, spent the time to actually connect with it. Now, there's a post I made recently, right, where I um, put out there, right, be so in love with yourself that, everything you do, you just can't help but have that love filter through you. And I think a lot of people are resonating with that post, because it's like, yeah, that's what I want. I want to feel connected and alive and aligned to my goal, right? And they want to feel that, right? Love is a state of being. It's a feeling. And when we create goals out of alignment with our emotions and this higher state of emotion around it, out of our bodies, right? If we're not creating from this space of falling so deep in love with ourselves that, it's naturally going to flow out of you, self sabotage melts away. There's these pieces within us that were guided, from a deeper place, from our soul. And until we are grounded and embodied in our vision, in our goals, right, you're unlikely to really achieve the authentic success. I've worked with clients that actually, created the goal, and yet they have everything, the success they want, and they still feel like something is missing, right? 2025 is not about just doing the same thing you did last year, right? It's around being more of who you are, and that has to do with dropping deeper in yourself to be able to command your state of being, command your energetics. And this self love piece often sounds like this airy fairy thing. What that looks like, right, is really connecting to actually what you actually want and desire. You'd be surprised how many people actually are not connected to what they actually want, or they have their goal right, but it's not creating, the schedule they want. It's not allowing themselves to have more life balance, time to do the things they love. When things are out of alignment and we are not consciously deciding it in that moment as we're writing these goals, right, this is where we fall out of alignment within ourselves, and that goal starts to feel like it's that much farther away. And so I really want to speak to this, because this is a big piece of actually the importance of connecting to your goal at a deeper level, and to bring the energetics behind it, to bring the strategy of the energetics behind it. And if this is something you haven't tapped into, this might very well be the missing piece for you, right? Because I'm inviting you essentially to spend 2 hours with me to really experience what it's like to create a goal from a different energy within yourself, within a deeper desire within yourself, to really connect to that deeper place within yourself and to create your goals from there. I could tell you there's so many times that when I work with clients, the answer is right in front of them, but because they're not in the correct energetics, they can't see it. It's right in front of them. They can't see it to even let it in to receive it. And this is the importance of being held in a different space. Like everyone, our energy leadership, right? We have a different essence, energy essence, and how we communicate our messaging and how we put our message out there and how we lead our community. And this is my energy, the ability to deepen into oneself. And so this is my invitation to you, right? Like if last year wasn't the year that you wanted it to be, right? It wasn't the way you wanted it, and maybe you're, picking up your big girl pants and your or big boy pants and you're moving into this new year, right? But there's a place within you that, you know that something has got to shift. And guess what? It's not out there because, you probably have tried all these different strategies. It's actually building a deeper inside here. And so this is a place to really connect and deepen into the alignment to your vision and desire. It's to actually embody your goals. It's a space to where you will bring the energetics and ground it into a personalized roadmap to really bring your goals into action because it's really about bringing energetics and the practicality of action together. And so if this is something that sounds like it's, something that's been missing for you, it's a piece that, yeah, you have the goals in front of you and your intentions and you feel excited, but you want to go deeper within yourself, right? This is the invitation for that. I'm going to be running a 2 hour experience to really hold space and care about the things that are deeper within you so that you can express them within yourself and to have the space, the safe space to really go deeper in this way. So I invite you to this coming Monday, January 13th, 12 to 2. I also have a later date later on in the month. If you're in a space of just really deciding within yourself, what is that within yourself, right? And so I invite you to explore that. Like feel into this message of have I ever tried to actually embody my vision and to experience it and to deep into my desire? Because guess what? That's our desiring, like actually connecting to what we truly desire is actually what we manifest. It's just a matter of that, if that truth in your desire is conscious or not. And so, thank you so much for tuning in here. I look forward to supporting you in that space. Please comment below. I'll put the link below if that's something you want to dive into. And yeah, please share with me where you're at with your goal process. Share with me what you've experienced, what has been something in the way of you achieving a deeper you in your goal setting, in your intentions, in your vision, because I love to have a conversation and get you all ready and fired up, for this time together with me. Lots of love to you. I